Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Hard Grant is brought to you by Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Digital Transformation Unit, Marco's Pizza, Rev Bahamas, and Ron's Electric Motors.
So it's the Foundation. Foundation. So it's the Foundation. Foundation. So it's the Foundation.
It's the Foundation that's rocking the nation. Howard Grant's the host, Guardian Radio Station 96.9, 12 to 2 is the time. You can call the show or use the text line. Yeah, he educates, he informs. He goes against the norm. He's really got that zeal. Plus, he's a child of God.
Foundation. It's the Foundation. Foundation. So it's the Foundation. Foundation. So it's the Foundation. Foundation. So it's the Foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, live in full effect on this rainy day. Talk to me. I mean, I almost drowned coming to I didn't even have I got to turn the truck into an ark. Right? I got to turn the truck into an ark. It was a wonderful thing. I mean, last night it had to rain for at least 45 minutes straight. It is a wild thing. I don't know whether or not the Prime Minister is going to come out here and give us an assessment like an Exuma. I'm not going to fight him. It's a beautiful thing to be in your company today. You know, today we ain't getting into the nitty gritty of what's happening in the paper, but it's always essential for me. No matter what we go through, especially after a night like last evening, when we touched the papers on Thursday to identify the fragile nature of mortality, right? It's Thursday, and we can always be able to identify the fact that Thursday is a day that we identify the obituaries. Guys, make sure you pick up your Guardian newspaper. Guardian News, you can be able to see all the headlines in there. So the food prices will remain elevated. This is what Rupert Roberts is being able to say in his particular capacity. Pintard's in there talking about the budget fails to address the woes of the Bahamians, and Ramming is indicating that the government offers gun amnesty for illegal weapons. We got to dive deeper into that conversation. COP, he actually renews the bail concerns. And Colby Davis, this is the second time I've gotten some stuff about Colby Davis today. Colby Davis announces that it's a 10% taxi fare increase out there. So we're going to tag into those things and really talk about that. But like I always do at this time, when we touch the paper, it is a time that we have to reflect on the one thing that is essential for us to understand: the mortality and that sort of a fragile nature that we're in. If you're out here and you're dealing with somebody that's actually being able to transition, if you're dealing with that kind of a time in your life, we always say to you, reach out to our good friends, Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium, they can be able to put your loved one down in sort of the style and panache, the sort of savoir-faire that their lives had carried during that time that they were living with us. And this transitional period is extremely important, and you can be able to carry them down with that style and grace that their lives actually depict. It's a beautiful day, guys. It's a Small Business Thursday. And, it's always important for us to be able to take the time to identify, to talk about, and to expand on small businesses. Now, I'm booked out like bananas today. And if you want to be a part of that, I'd love you to. 827-0111, 827-0111, or we can book you here at 302-2300 to talk about your small business. And it is absolutely fitting for us to introduce this conversation with something and someone who's been talking to me in passing. Watch me, in passing for I don't know how long. Howard, I got to come on the show, man. I got to come on the show all the time. Howard, I got to come on the show. We can do something. I said, you should have a slot on my show every Thursday. This is what I'm telling him. Because, as a decent man, I always got to be able to let you know I got to let you know these things. It's 242 Small Business Association and Resource Center being able to put some stuff on there. They got a workshop that's going to blow your mind over at the Fox Hill Community Center. We did something with the Fox Hill Community Center at the top of the year also. So they're going at the Fox Hill Community Center to talk about these things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be able to introduce you to none other than the proprietor of the 242 Small Business Prosperity Workshop, the proprietor, Mark Turnquest. You know Mark. Mark, good afternoon. Say good afternoon to the Bahamian people out there.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, nation. And good afternoon to you, Howard Grant. I actually came on the show, which is great.
Listen, I listened to you. You was on Nuri's show talking about, again, Howard Grant. I said,
I'm Aaron, and the White, and Scrooge.
And buddy called me. I said, Mark on whose show? And he called me. Every time I see Mark, he's in passing talking about this. But Mark, you have something good going on. Man.
Exactly, you're right.
You have something good going on. And I thought it's important to always highlight small businesses, especially coming out of the pandemic. This kind of a tribulatory period, a lot of persons are going through an economic crunch. People lose jobs, they're furloughed, they're looking to be able to utilize their talents, and they're getting into small businesses. I thought it necessary here at the foundation to carve out a time to be able to talk about small business, and I think that we should be able to afford something. So tell me a little bit about what you're going to be doing with this Prosperity Workshop.
Okay, basically the management and the board of directors of our association, we're having a small business workshop called the 242 Small Business Prosperity Workshop. It's going to be at the Fox Hill Community Center, the Saturday, June the 24th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have 17 speakers addressing the business plan model.
17 speakers?
Off and on, because we have a lot of after sessions with 3 to 5, with a lot of consultants going to be there. So it's going to be about 10, 11, between 9 and 3, but after the workshop, we can have tutoring, mentoring. Our focus is to get everybody in business, and to, once you're in business, we want you to stay in business by understanding the business plan model from accounting plan, marketing plan, technology plan, management plan, financial funding. Because at the beginning of the year, business license was a little challenge because a lot of small businesses didn't understand how to do income statement. So we're going to have a chartered accountant speaking about income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. I'll be speaking about the business plan model and, of course, the 8 M's of entrepreneurial success. And also I'll be talking about the Small Business Act, which I hope the government would legislate next year. So it's going to be a great event. That's for a lot of inner city youths, a lot of men and women who want to start a business. It's only $15 for groups, you see. So, you could come in.
What do
and
you consider a group? How much is a group? 10 people?
Any five or more is a group to us. Because it's a non-profit event, so to speak. An individual is $50. It's also going to be Zoom from Abaco in the north to Inagua in the south. Once you log in every day, I'll give you the code. Once you make the payment, then you log in and be straight. And also going to be videotape for future consumption.
A lot of persons are casual with this approach to talk about business. I'm going to be very clear with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're out here, you're listening to Guardian Talk Radio on a day-to-day basis. You're talking about fresh news. You're talking about smart talk. We do it all day, every day. You know what it is. You know our mottos. You know the rhythm of our voice. You know these concepts. And we always want to talk to you about this sort of an idea for growth, expansion, development of ourselves, of our minds, of our spirits, of our community. And it's essential that we have these conversations about business. That's why out of the 5 days I had, I thought I would dedicate one to the development of business. I know that in the United States of America, they normally talk about how small business is the engine that actually drives the economy. And whilst we want to be able to mimic that conversation here, it's not so. Service is one of the things that's a forerunner here. Mm-hmm. But we've grown exponentially over the years. And it's time for us to take that service that we've learned in one area and apply it to ourselves locally. You're getting into Airbnbs, you're getting into so many things. Be a part of the Prosperity Workshop. Mark has been doing this big time.
Yeah, another thing, before I go on to Simone Bo, she's our mistress of ceremony, and she also is a director at the 242 Small Business Association Resource Center. And after we go on to David Turnquest, you can contact me, Mark A. Turnquest, at 427-3640. That's Mark A. Turnquest, 427-3640 for more about the event that's coming up. Simone, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
I don't know why he don't let me do my show. You feel like you've been here a lot, now you can do everybody's show. You let me organize. But this is going to Mark. Simone, you ever see some things? I hope everything is good. Simone, it's good to hear from you. I know we've been doing this for a very long time, and you've been talking about business and its construction and how to be able to put it together with passion for a long time. Tell me about your part that you're playing in the Prosperity Workshop.
Yes, thank you so much, Howard. It's good to hear your voice and to hear you on radio as always.
Thank you, my dear.
Always such a positive force. So my role is, as Smart mentioned, I am the moderator for the day. So I will be helping the day to move according to schedule and smoothly, as well as presenting on the human resource aspect of running a business. And as you know, that is one of the biggest challenges that people tend to have. Sometimes it's easier dealing with products and services, but when it comes to dealing with people, it presents a whole different mindset and skill set. And so I'll be sharing on that aspect at the workshop.
Mm-hmm. I think it's wonderful. You make a very good point. A lot of persons get into business and they think they're pushing. I have an issue with that. And, coming from the hotel, I've always been heavy on customer service and how to deal with people. But we know that has two tiers. Internally, customer service, which is the human resource arm, and how to be able to commune with persons is lacking in a lot of ways. And sometimes that treatment that you experience internally has a tendency to spill out. This is what you give your external customers. So talk to me about some of the concepts and ideas that you're going to be talking about come Saturday as it relates to human resources internally. What are some of the anchor things? Is it cultural? Is it local? Is it a mindset? Is it a shifting of sort of an attitude towards it? What are some of the anchor things that you're going to be able to highlight?
Yeah, it definitely is a shifting. It has to be where leaders and business owners start to challenge and maybe even just think about their belief systems around people and service, right? And how they want to deliver their products and services to the market, right? And you have to do it through people. If you could do it on your own, then you would not be able to scale. You would not be able to grow your business and have the kind of reach that you want. So you need people, and you look at various ways to employ people, especially as a small business owner. You may be thinking, well, I can't afford to have a team, but there are very creative ways that you can do that in this day and time. One of the ways is the gig economy that people have been referring to. And the gig economy is really the pool of people that prefer to be freelancers, right? Like a lot of people now want to work on their own terms. They don't want to have a full-time job. They don't want to be that person that's looking for the benefits and the insurance package and all of that. They want the freedom of being able to do work for you, meet your deliverables, and do their own thing for other people. So that's one option of employing people and getting work done and being able to delegate and expand your reach as an employer. But I also want to dig into the belief system, the mindset of business owners, because we hear some horror stories out there of people who work particularly in these family-run businesses or, these small operations that begin to grow and the founder is still involved in the business. And that has its advantages and it also has its disadvantages. So I want to look at how we ought to think as leaders as it relates to the human resource aspect of our business. And a lot of times we are not as intentional and we are not as strategic as we ought to be, which means then that we need to plan, which is what this workshop is all about. You need to have a human resource plan. You need to think about what you want the structure to be. You need to think about what positions are needed. You need to think about the type of people that you want to work for your organization. What is the customer experience that you want them to have? And this should drive the type of people you hire. So I only have 15 minutes to talk. I don't know how I'm going to do all of it.
No.
So much.
You mean on Saturday?
So much to consider.
Because there's a lot of speakers. But like I said, there's a lot of
I'm gonna go fast.
there's a lot of after support services from 3 to 5 when they could talk to someone one-on-one with small businesses.
I like that. I want to talk to you about this, Mark. I mean, business has changed. Simone, from a human resource perspective, you've actually touched on it. Sort of the evolution of local business and a mindset associated with it, being able to shift that and challenge some of the beliefs associated with that. Now, business has changed significantly, especially post-pandemic.
Right.
Post-pandemic,
Yep.
things have changed significantly. People have to dive into technologies,
Of
but we're
course.
seeing locally that there are some businesses that are lagging behind
Of course.
as a result of their inability to evolve because of a sort of a stiff-necked mindset and a nature associated
Yeah.
with it. I want to talk to you about that, Mark. What are you doing in terms of who's going to be talking about this evolution of business locally, culturally evolving business?
Well, we have a lot of small business owners and a lot of professionals, accountants, financial analysis, and we have a lot of business consultants. I'll be speaking about the model that you need to understand in order to adjust and be versatile, flexible, diverse in business, and be adaptive to change. And one of the great person who will be there speaking after the workshop to small business owners is our Family Island administrator, Mr. Davis Turnquest, because he could tell you right now, and Mr. Turnquest, what's going on, the pros and cons for running a business. He run a cheap processing business. David, talk with us.
Mr. Turnquest, it is good to have you here with me. I know we've been talking about these things. Graham just texted me, is where this Small Business Encouragement Act, right? Graham's texting me. I know we're going to talk about that, right? But Mr. Turnquest, I want to talk to you more specifically about that. Now, I listened to you on the other show talking about your business, but I want to talk about the evolution of business because people are moving away from brick and mortar businesses. They're trying to be able to conserve in this economic crunch that's happening globally, that they may not necessarily have as much money to get this big building and so forth and so on, but they still have a passion and they still have a product. Talk to me about what you would have done and what you do as it relates to this evolving time that we're in and the move of business moving forward.
Good morning, Brother Howard, as well, and good morning, Bahamas. The key thing I find is we offer two things. Your product speaks for you. The product or the services you provide speaks louder than anything you say. Even though you put it on paper, the way you deliver that product or the way you deliver that service and how it correlates with the individuals that would be utilizing the service is what makes a company to grow exponentially almost on its own. Like you say in the Bahamas, word of mouth is the greatest thing going right now. People are going to either brag about you or they're going to cast you down, and having one bad customer is worse than having 10 good ones.
I know.
The reality of life. So from my standpoint, when I came about with my product plan, it was based on three strengths. To be more cost effective, to be more consumer friendly, and to be more convenient.
Cost effective, consumer friendly,
And convenient.
and convenient.
We're in a microwave generation. Time has a greater value than actually the money itself that one earns. If you manage your time better, you're going to manage everything else. That's one of our greatest challenges, including mine.
That's the food that the chief tongue.
Sheeptown solves that problem for the world at large. Being the only person in my space, one of the challenges when we first started is to get people to understand the real value concept. It's based upon the yield. From a 3-pound bag of sheep, and you're getting 5 16-ounce cup of sauce.
Now, talk to me about this now, because I heard you talk about it, but I just picked up Nuri's show. I was in the truck. So I want to know about this. Your business is sheep tongue. Is it export? Tell me about your business first and foremost.
The business is a ready-to-cook sheep tongue. The key factor is being ready to cook. So we make Bahamian delicacy more convenient, and we back to those three hallmarks, more cost-effective and more consumer-friendly. So we save the consumer anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours of prep time and cooking time. So from the raw product that is imported into this country, for one to serve it in a restaurant, they got to boil that, peel it, and cut it up, and then they got to have it flavored before they actually serve it to the
So
customer.
you do all this entire process. Is
All
taken
of
care
that pre-work is done. So people love the concept. Whether they like me or not, I'm secondary. The product is what makes the difference.
So tell me about this. How can people reach you? And I'm going to get everybody's information as we wind this down. How could people reach you if they're out there and their mouth is watering now for Sheeptown? Talk to me about it.
My direct number is 636-0105.
0105
And the office is 325-3341.
3341.
We want to save the consumer anywhere from $40 to as much as $60, depending on where they would get their product from.
You have anything on social media that people could reach out to you?
We do have Facebook. We do have one or two smallest, but we have room for growth as well.
What is called Sheeptown?
It's called Premium Process Sheet.
Okay, Premium Process.
And also, he's going to have a booth there on Saturday at the workshop. I know I don't have a lot of time, but he's going to be one of the consultants speaking to the small business owners, especially the new entrepreneurs, about the problems and opportunities of being an entrepreneur. And like I said, the event is Saturday coming. So we want all the young people, the old people from all over the country, from Abaco in the north to Nagua in the south, to come to our 242 Small Business Prosperity Workshop. I will, as a business consultant, I've been in business for 22 years. I will be speaking on a couple topics. The business plan model. There's going to be a free business plan model right there. In other words, you could start your business right there on the spot by actually filling the 17 steps and categories of a business plan. So therefore, no excuse. If you're already in business, we can make an adjustment to your business model and see exactly how well you're doing, how not well you're doing, and then because at the end of the day, you have to be convenient to your customers. The customers must be willing and able to buy your product and services. Okay. And of course, marketing is not a expense; it's an investment. Call me, Mark Turnquest, 427-3640. That's 427-3640. And of course, Simone will be there, Turnquest will be there, and we have a host of business consultants will be there.
And 14 other people will be there to talk. Ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
that is the 242 Small Business Prosperity Workshop. Please be a part of it. It's going to be Saturday, June 24th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Fox Hill Community Center.
And Zoom.
And Zoom. You can be able to reach out to Mark. The numbers again to reach Mark, 427. I got the numbers here. If you're going to ask again, you can text me. 427-3640. That's Mark Turnquest. It's $15 if you get 5 people or more. But if you're going individually, it's going to be $50. This is crucial. The topic that they're going to be dealing with is developing and executing your business plan successfully. This is what you want to do as you evolve and move into a new space for growth and development. You want to do that with this sort of certification internally and externally. Let's make this thing happen. Simone, I thank you so much. Mr. Turnquest, David Turnquest, I thank you so much. And Mark, I thank all of you for being able to participate and coming here on Small Business Thursday right here on the foundation. Don't
and
let
David,
this be your last time.
I'll be back. Don't worry about it. Howard Grant.
Don't let this be your last time.
Me and David, we put somebody together.
You keep coming talking to me every time I see him.
Howard, if he doesn't want the spot, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, Simone, you know she's my girl. Come talk to me.
And I second that as well.
I can give you some slackness. Use my girl. Praise God for you. Right? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Small Business Thursday. Be our full pack today. Let me take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation.
Make your morning sizzle with breakfast from Burger King Nassau. Enjoy not one, but 2 delicious sausage and cheese croissantwiches made just for you for only $5.75 including VAT. This breakfast classic is made with Burger King's savory sizzling sausage and melted American cheese on that classic buttery croissant you love. So say hello to Sizzlin' Mornings at Burger King with 2 sausage and cheese croissantwiches for only $5.75 including VAT. Only at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
The 50th Independence Secretariat invites you to celebrate 50 and get your praise on at the Sound of Jubilee National Gospel Concert, Sunday, June 25th, 6 p.m. at Bahamas Faith Ministries. One God, one people. Dressed to represent in your national colors. This event is absolutely free. Give God the glory and celebrate 50. 800, 6 p.m. at Bahamas Faith Ministries.
I'm Lasagna Mizik, Managing Director of RBC Royal Bank Bahamas, with some big news that will elevate your debit card experience. RBC's new Visa debit chip card will soon be here. To make things easier for you, we're offering free FedEx delivery when you validate your contact details. No need to wait in line. We'll bring the card straight to you. Call 356-8500. Select option 7 for Visa Debit Direct Line and update your delivery address. Our team is available weekdays between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Take advantage of the security and convenience of chip and PIN technology. Free delivery is for a limited time, so act now.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, Small Business Thursday. Like I told you, we got a ram-packed day, really being able to talk about some stuff, and I'm excited about it. I'm grateful to all persons who participate. And if you want to be out there to kind of get your stuff out there, it ain't always got to be about the business that you're thinking, you know. Don't think in the traditional sense of what business is. It can be about this kind of concept and idea, even if you're an NGO, if you're a community-based organization that has this kind of a care and concern about redevelopment, this kind of concept of bringing people together. I am here for you to be able to make this happen. And today, we want to talk more specifically, especially about that. This idea and concept of bringing people together to rejuvenate, to revive, to restore our communities. I want to be able to introduce you guys to none other than an association that sent some information to me some time ago. They sent me some information. They say, Howard, we want to talk about our community. We want to talk about what's going on in our community, and they're going to be doing something very special. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a pop-up market and concert on Saturday, June 24th from 12 p.m. until. Now, you know when it's until the food run out or something. They're going to be talking about this from 12 p.m. until. And it's the One Stapleton Association presented in partnership with Millennium Gardens Association and Yellow Elder Community Association. I want you guys to introduce yourselves. Miss Nivolia Johnson is going to take the mic and be able to talk about. Go ahead and tell. Okay. Y'all can't come on the radio. Please. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the country. Tell them who you are. Glenwood Johnson, what's your role? Glenville Johnson. Okay, Mr. Johnson. What's your role and responsibility on the board?
I am the president of the One Stapleton Association.
President.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay, Mr. President. I want to talk to you more about the inception and how this entire thing forged. How did you come together with this kind of an idea?
The Mount Moriah constituency is very active, especially Stapleton Gardens, and we have a lot of events. I attended the Yellow Elders Mother's Day event a few weeks back. I was invited. I also attended Miss Clark from Millennium Gardens, and they had a Christmas decoration competition, which was excellent. My board members came at that event, and we were the judges. And so the underlying theme was always some kind of partnership, and I think we just harnessed this energy in terms of let's bring us all at a focal point, and we decided to, hey, you know what, let's do a pop-up market at Stapleton Gardens, attached with a concert that's going to showcase local talent from Stable and Gardens. So most of the artists are going to be from Stable and Gardens. And so it just made sense to bring this partnership on a bigger stage.
So, because you've always been active and you're always really being able to do something, why do you think it was necessary? What is your objective in terms of being able to bring people together? I want somebody else to, if you could be able to take that. Introduce yourself, tell people who you are. You didn't come on the radio. See this woman that's come here looking all pretty. I'll take you on TV. Talk on the radio.
But I want to
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi. Yes, my name is Tamara Clark. I'm the current president for the Millennium Gardens Homeowners Association. Awesome. And when I was contacted by Mr. Glenville Johnson, who's the president for Stapleton, I just thought about, the first thing I thought about was unity. Unity is strength. And when you come together, you are as strong as you make yourselves. So if all of our communities come together, and we're all from the Mount Moriah area, we're actually letting persons know and see that, with us coming together with the unity, we're showing the brotherly love. We're showing how we look out for our neighbors and how we could be one, regardless of, we're all going to have challenges as we go. Mm-hmm. But, to show that unity as an association, that's where, I thought everything came into.
Tell me about this. Every time we see or we hear an association like this, being able to be concentrated, not necessarily from the government, not from a politician, not from these persons who has an objective to kind of get in there. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the community itself, coming together to be able to forge this sort of a relationship to move and find its strengthening. Is it as a result of being able to encourage, inspire, and pull children together? Because I think that's sort of the core concept of what community is all about. Mm-hmm. Being able to create an environment that our children could be comfortable, that we know our neighbors, that our children could move about freely. I see she's shaking her head. She's looking at your answer. But it's your time. Take the mic and go ahead. Introduce yourself and tell the people who you are.
Okay, Howard, my name is Novolia Johnson. Mm-hmm. I'm the president of the Yellow Elder Community Association. This initiative is no stranger to us. We normally put on this initiative, but it's the first time we coming together to make history. Where we combining the three community together, which is Stapleton, Millennium, and Yellow Elder. Mm-hmm. This pop-up market, when I was introduced to it, and the concert, it was something that I got excited over just hearing about it, because we may be three different communities, but we live closely together. We have one relationship, and persons in our community, they didn't hesitate for a second to come together, to combine with Stapleton and Millennium, because we are all one family, and we are one family, non-political. We don't affiliate with politics
at all.
So we make it happen. We encourage other communities.
I think it's important to state. People have a very quiet objective. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to do something, but I don't see that. I don't feel that. I don't hear that in your voices and being able to reach out in this concept. There is one objective, the objective of being able to unify the community for something greater. Every time we hear about whether it's Millennium Gardens, whether it's Yellow Elder, there's always, more specifically Yellow Elder, there is some level of crime associated with it. There's something happening there. And so to see you coming together with this sort of a conglomerate to get the community moving forward, I want to commend y'all. This is and Mr. President, I want to commend you for being able to reach out to this. This ain't feel like no small feat. This is a task. This is a task.
Definitely a task. I want to challenge on you guys, because I've heard a lot of conversation on this radio station and throughout the nation actually for a few weeks about local government, right? And I was always, I found it odd that no one had tapped into Stapleton Gardens, Millennium, Yellow Elder, because at our core, we are operating at a high level with local government without a budget. And I always found it odd that we are so efficient in what we do in the Mount Moriah constituency. We have the cachet to talk about it, right? This kind of event, it's a free event also, so we want everybody to come out. But as you said, it's not an easy feat. It has a lot of moving parts, a lot of technical parts, and I always tell my area that we are very ambitious, but we have the ability to match. Sorry for bragging about Stapleton Gardens, but I have to brag about Stapleton Gardens in terms of just to showcase the level of involvement and expertise and ability that we have. We have executed. We had a situation where the propane tanks were being stolen. We drafted legislation. We sent it to UB to be looked at. They sent it back, and we submitted that to government. Granted, it wasn't passed, but the level of sophistication that we approached the since we drafted the legislation to solve our own problems. We had a situation.
My God, you don't even need an MP. Talk to me. Go ahead. It's a different story. It's a different story. You're doing a lot. Right? Go ahead.
Listen, we had a situation with a club on Tony William Darling Highway. There was a lot of noise pollution. So we did a community survey, and we saw how is this impacting everybody.
This is bananas what you're doing, sir. You're doing a lot, and I like it. Go ahead, give me some more.
So we try to be very comprehensive in how we approach things, right?
Hold on. Y'all got an app?
No, we have a Facebook group.
You got a Facebook group?
Yes, sir.
How did you do your survey? Door to door?
Yes. Well, no, we had an app. Miss Glenys Johnson, who was our secretary, she created the app, had all the questions, and she submitted it to persons who would.
Can I get in your business 2 seconds? How many persons was involved in your?
I don't have that information, but it was going to be on Pacific to McKinney Avenue and Christie Avenue.
In the specific areas.
Yes, who were impacted, and so we first got. All right, there were.
Can I say to you that this is extremely impressive?
Yeah.
I just let me say it to you.
Yes.
This is extremely impressive. That a community can identify its strengths, unify itself, and get to the objective of creating the type of warmth, the type of camaraderie necessary to be able to grow children in. I'm from Grand Bahama, I'm from 8 Mile Rock.
Yes.
We have a different type of community entirely. When I hit the corner in 8 Mile Rock, everybody know me. Hey, boy, you homie. Hey, hi, hey, we say how.
That's right.
Right? That's the type of community that I have. When I moved here in Nassau, after the chit-chatting, whoa, boy, you get in Nassau? Jesus, right? I've looked for a community that had, if not that camaraderie, at least the quiet.
Yes.
So I move out west. It reminds me of Holmes Rock, because people keep looking for home away from home. When you tell me about Stapleton Garden, I trying to say, I wonder if any house available, right? I say that to say because this is the type of community that you want to raise kids in.
Definitely.
And every time I ride through Stapleton Garden, because I drive to Christie Avenue,
yes,
often to get to JFK.
Have you seen the speed bumps?
I saw the speed bumps, and I said, "What these people doing?" No, I just
no, but there's on Pacific because again, a lot of big trucks would use
speed that to get to JFK,
and that's supposed to be given back to the residents. This used to mean corridor, and so we work with Ministry. We're very tight with Ministry of Works to get those speed bumps done. To finish up on the sound pollution, the establishment that was wreaking havoc on our residents. I only want to say that that's no longer an issue, right? We solved that problem. I won't go into details as to what happened under that business, but we solved our problem.
You're doing a lot,
right? There was I want to speak on this because our members and residents are awesome. There was a time when all the lights were off on our park, right? We attracted with our with private partnership and the then minister at the time, $30,000 investment that got some lights on the park for us. And of course, the current MP, he did put some parks on the lights on the parks also, but there was a window when all the lights were not working, and we attracted that investment and got those lights for our residents for that time period. Of course, MP Barnaby complimented that effort with the current lights now. But I'm saying let me be honest. Any MP that comes tonight, he's not the first, second, or third option for us.
They got to come to you first.
We look within, And
the MP has got to come to you.
Yes, we are very self-sufficient.
You ain't gonna say that. I can say that for you.
Yeah.
If you want to get any votes, you got to come to us first because we here.
The stable
we live here.
Residents are extremely active, capable. I'm always humbled by how they're willing to give, willing to engage, and yes.
I don't want to get political, but it was peculiar to see the shift that happened. I don't want to get political, and I said, what is happening in this area? That there is a perception on the ground, but there is strength in terms of determining which direction you go. Now, I understand. I understand because there is an association, there is community. This ain't just a bunch of people who live in an area that you have, and you call it a constituency. There is community.
Yes, sir.
This is an amazing thing. I want to commend you guys. What is your numbers if persons want to be a part of this association, if they live in the area and they're not participating, if they only hear about you or they see you pass it, what's the numbers in your Facebook group and so forth and so on?
Our Facebook group is One Stapleton Association, and my cell is 812-2512, 812-2512, and again, of course, we definitely want everybody to come out and support our initiative. If we have sponsors out there who want to support that initiative, we shamelessly take those.
Shamelessly, I like
we
this.
shamelessly take those. Yes, this is an NPO. You know, we definitely take those. But we definitely appreciate it. We're gonna have a motorcade Friday night just to give out flyers, just to give out an additional awareness. You know, of hey, this event is coming up this Saturday. You know, and so we want to just generate enough energy. So our
Mr.
vendors.
Glenville Johnson, I want to say this to you. I won't be decent as possible when I say this to you. Protect your brand.
Yes, definitely.
No,
yes.
Don't let that go over your head.
What is understood don't have to be explained.
Okay. Protect your brand. You understand?
Facts.
And remain committed to not only the association, the community for growth and expansion. The long and short of the objective of representation is for the maintenance and creating community.
Yes.
Okay? That's what we want.
Yep.
Okay? Representation in the House of Assembly is few and far between. No one care about that. People care about community. They care about community. This is where my children live. I don't want nobody jumping through my window.
Yes.
I don't want nobody thieving off my line.
Yes.
I don't want my hubcap and my tire missing in the morning. People care about community. Protect your brand.
Miss Sawyer, she had a situation last night because we say politics is local, you know. So when Miss Sawyer has an issue with her breakers, she doesn't care about colors. Hey, can you fix this problem? And thankfully, you know, so we were able to coordinate. You know, it's these minor. So we deal with extremely small, minor situations to extremely large situations where, you know, we take active, and I've been humbled by the fact that I have to be very careful how I engage in situations, because once your association moves, you know, that's going to make a lot of things happen, and so we have to be very responsible in how we interact, because the ultimate goal isn't to cause so much punitive pain, but, you know, we want to cause harmony within our community, and so we have to be responsible with the power that we wield, you know. And that's a pro tip for anybody, for the other communities also. Not saying I'm a pro, but
you sound like a pro to me. Go ahead.
But one thing, and I want to encourage everybody. So the moment you start organizing in your community, the first things that you're going to say, you have to come as a group, and that's going to probably happen on a park or something. And you're going to start to reach out for what are my natural resources, what's the infrastructure, and you're going to start to see all the some of the shortcomings you have or didn't have. So as you start to organize,
this is SWOT analysis.
You start to realize what you have and what you don't have, and then you start to reach out and make demands on government agencies. Hey, well, we need X, Y, and Z to accomplish these tasks to be efficient in our community, to bring everybody together. And so once you start to organize, once the community starts to organize, you're going to see it differently. The resources you have at the ready, and how maybe over the years you've been left out with some of the infrastructure that you should have had. And once you start to organize, you can get those things done.
Mr. Glenville Johnson, Ms. Clark, Ms. Johnson, I want to thank all of you for being able to come here. I want to reiterate again, ladies and gentlemen, please be a part of this local pop-up market. It's presented to you by One Stapleton Association. It is in partnership with Millennium Gardens Association, Yellow Elder Community Association. It is free entry. Please be a part of this. Free entry is going to be on McKinney Avenue from 12 p.m. until, that's this Saturday, June 24th, from 12 p.m. until. When you get there, you can get your cakes and pastries, your comforters, your healthy drinks. It's clothing stalls. It's going to be Providence Music Group, Black Swan Music Group, Dwayne DeVoe is going to be able to have all those things there. These are performances that's going to be there. Guys, please be a part of it. Contact the information. Mr. Johnson's number is 812-2512, 812-2512. If you want to be able to get your vendor's booking directory, if you want to be able to book a location, you can be able to talk to Keisha Lockhart. The numbers is 376-1248. And Mr. Philip Higgs, he's going to be a local talent showcase director, 525-0419. I hope I get everything for y'all. Do y'all want to put anything else out there before we take a break? Go ahead. Who? My God! Y'all give me a house in Stapleton, I'll do this for free.
I just want to mention, that each of the communities here together, we're all actually, we're non-profitable organizations, and we're all registered in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
This ain't no game.
No, it's not
This
a
ain't
game.
just a bunch of people coming together talking about, hey girl, what you saying? Who bringing the tuna sandwich?
No, son.
This is actually certified, registered. You've taken those steps to do this. This is extremely, this is impressive. I could say that.
I just want to also take this time to invite all the residents from the Yellow Elder Community Association. Come next door to your friendly neighbor.
That's right.
And let's have it happen, okay?
Let's make
We're
something
gonna
special
have
happen.
a motorcade on Friday. More than likely about 6 o'clock that evening, we're gonna have a motorcade to sort of rally you guys up to come and be a part of this great event.
This is truly a great event, ladies and gentlemen. That's One Stapleton in the house with us, being able to talk about these things. Guys, give me a call, 827-0111. Let me shoot you the flyer, 827-0111. If you want more information, I have all their information here. Ms. Johnson, Mr. Johnson, Ms. Clark, I thank you so very kindly for being able to join us today to talk about these things. And I wish you all prosperity. And like I said, protect your brand. Continue to be able to do what you guys doing and serve your community with this sort of passion that you brought in the studio today. Guys, the Foundation with Howard Grant Small Business Thursday. So we're going to take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
The Foundation.
At Marco's Pizza, we never skip on quality or ingredients. Save some cash and satisfy your cravings with our new carry-out medium 2-topping pizza for only $12.50. That's right, order 2 of your favorite toppings like sausage and green peppers on 1 medium pizza for only $12.50. VAT inclusive on our app or online. Made daily with fresh dough, our signature sauce, and fresh cheese. Only at Marco's Pizza. Restrictions apply.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators, and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT. SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic and it is unmatched. We reach thousands daily. Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, Small Business Thursdays. Thick in here. There's a great deal of persons, and I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to consider us. Even in the consideration in your mind about being able to come on and talk about business. I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to do that. And thank you for the opportunity. Guys, if you want to be a part of Small Business Thursday, please give me a call, 242-827-0111. No matter where you are, you could Zoom in and we can talk about your business. 242-827-0111. Let me book you up and sort of make these things happen. Well, today I want to talk to you about, I told you I've been to church on Sunday, right? Because I'm a decent man. Talk to me. And for all of you indecent people, let me bring church to you. Amen. Praise God. So we're going to talk about these things. On Church on Sunday, being able to go to Bahama Harvest, I saw something, a young man, and, Pastor wanted to be able to kind of highlight him, Pastor Mario Moxie, being able to talk about those things. And I thought it was necessary for encouragement, this sort of inspiration, this involvement, and for you to be able to give your kids this inspiration and say, well, child, somebody else doing these particular things. I want to be able to introduce you to none other than Zavion Johnson, that he was out here talking to us about judo. He is the Metsumi Cup champion. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The Metsumi Cup champion from Denmark.
Yes, sir.
And being able to do a great deal of things. Now you want to be able to be a Power Ranger. I understand. No, you don't want to be a Power Ranger. I mean, what you can do with all this judo? You might as well be a Power Ranger. Talk to me. We're going to do a wonderful thing out here and be able to make these things happen. Tell us about what you do, how you got in this, and where we going from here.
How I got into judo was when I was like about 7 years old, when I watched like the 2012 Olympic Championships on TV, and the first thing I saw was judo, and it was just like grown men just like throwing each other's like hard and everything, like really powerful stuff.
So this is why you just wanted to throw someone.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw
wild,
somebody.
So you just wilding out, right? You just want to throw people, right?
Yeah, I just like to fight, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. If I can't fight, I'm eager.
So this talks about your commitment. I mean, because my kid sees something, and I got a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
He sees something, and he wants to do it real quick, and then, he's distracted. This has been 8 years and almost 9 years in terms of your commitment. Mom's here with us, and Ordine Ma, she's here in the studio with us. Say good afternoon, Mom.
Good afternoon.
It is wonderful that you have this sort of a support system that shows up with you, that really encourages you to take the second step, to take the next step, to continue to be able to push in these areas. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your commitment and this sort of dedication that you have. Talk to me, Mom. What do we have to do to get Zavion encouraged and get up to kind of do these things? Is it a lot, or does he say, come, Mom, it's time to go? Talk to me about it.
I have very fond memories of Xavier waking me up 6 o'clock in the morning as an 8-9-year-old.
You say fond memories?
Fond memories.
Because you was tired.
I was,
very into this.
Very annoyed of him waking me up. I even still have those pictures of him waking me up to take him to work out.
Really?
I think the best memory I have was his first U.S. Open. And I remembered I saved up for the entire year to be able to take him to the U.S. Open. And then afterwards, I had this big dream of taking him to the Universal Studios for the first time so he could have fun after the U.S. Open. The entire time, sir, whilst we were at the Universal Studios, he's nagging me, Mommy, when are we going back home so I can go to judo? When are we going back home so I can go to judo?
He ain't even worrying about Mickey Mouse.
He was not interested in none of it.
You wild now.
I have never had to push my son to be committed to judo.
Wow.
I had no involvement of that. He put himself on a diet. He watches his own food. He works out. You know what I mean? He drives himself. So I have no influence with that
That's an
at
amazing
all.
thing. Do you have this sort of dedication in other aspects of your life, or it's just judo?
I did for sure have like other dedications in other aspects. Like when it comes to I'll definitely say like the cars. Like sometimes I kind of like want to do more things with cars, but at the same time I can't do too much because I'm doing judo at the same time. So it's kind of hard to like level it out.
Really?
Yeah.
But you have this great aspiration. There must be a pinnacle. You're climbing this hill.
Mhm.
You talk to me about Denmark. You talk to me about what you said, the U.S. Open. You talk to me about Junior Worlds. You talk to me about this cadet position. There must be sort of a pinnacle that you want to be able to get to. What's the next big thing that you want to do?
The next big thing I really want to do is to make it to the Olympics for sure and win it in 2028. To become like the first ever Bahamian judo player to make it to the Olympics and
This
to
is
win it.
bananas what you're doing right now. I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like it. I want to encourage you to be able to do that. Now, what kind of support are we looking for to be able to get to this next step? I know these things don't come cheap.
Mhm.
And if mom's out here doing it by itself, I wanted to kind of provide you an opportunity and a platform to tell people that there's a passion that exists here and there's a consistency that exists here. And we need to be able to forge this relationship with the community to get support to move to the next step. What's some of the things that you, tell me some of the things that you need and how people could support you who are listening in.
I'll definitely say like the one thing I need is just like sponsorship to like pay for my trips. To be honest, like plane tickets can definitely be like really expensive.
And where are we going?
Pardon?
Where you going to be traveling to?
Soon I'm going to be traveling to Croatia actually.
That's what?
Yeah, from Montreal to Croatia. So, yeah, like plane tickets are really expensive now. It's insane.
Yeah.
He
Then
just came back from Portugal too.
Really?
Yeah, Bosnia last year. He's been quite a few places.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and you want to be able to be a part of this, and I really wish I had some more time to sit down and talk with you because your story is truly intriguing, and I want to invite you back. I know that you're going back in August. When you're going back?
I'm leaving tomorrow. Actually.
You're leaving tomorrow?
Is there?
Oh my God! All right, so we got Zoom. You can Zoom in
Yes, sir.
anytime, right?
Yes, sir.
But I want to be able to hear more about this story, this sort of an idea that you have, this passion about being able to get people, because it's really about inspiration.
Mhm. Yes,
You've
sir.
already done the work in terms of being able to, the commitment to make these steps moving forward. But from this juncture forward, how do we encourage others in our community to be able to get this? How do we encourage those persons who are business owners that has these funds that they want to be able to pump into the community, don't know how to do it? These are the stories that needs to go forward.
Agreed.
Persons need to know about the fact that here there are persons that are doing things not just locally, but globally. Not even, you know what I mean? Like you just in the States, you going all the way to Croatia. This is crazy, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
He's the Denmark champion.
you are a whole karate kid out here. I gotta give you, I gotta give you a little thing, right? You are doing this thing, and mom is your whole Mr. Miyagi. I just want to let you know that, right? Like, if you know the references, I know you watch it, right? So I want you to be able to talk about these things, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there and you want to be able to help, being able to support this, the numbers that you can call 812-0746, 812-0746. And I did this purposely for the fact that you can know that there is these sort of stories of inspiration and motivation that can really propel the nation to the next step. I believe that you can be a champion, my brother. I
Yes,
can
sir.
see it.
Thank you.
I'm listening to you and I hear the same story from LeBron James's mother. Oh my God, I'm heard the same story from all these persons who found the pinnacle of success globally. It started with this sort of commitment and drive locally.
Is there?
So
Thank
I
you.
think you guys are doing a wonderful job. Please give your last names, your information, all the information out there again, the numbers that they can be able to reach you at, and I want to give you my numbers also, so you
Is
can
it?
be able to call in. So let persons know, Mom.
Okay, so you can certainly reach me directly, the 812-0746. And then Zavion has a very easy email, which will be judozavionjohnson@gmail.com. So that's JUDOXAVION Johnson@gmail.com. And his local dojo is Eastwood Judo Club, that is on Prince Charles. And that is ran by Sensei Mickey, amazing sensei, the one who got Zavion into it. And then there's also the amazing Judo Federation ran by Mr. DRC Ramming. So there are so many ways that we can put into the community separate from Zavion. It is really needed. So if I were a business owner, I would
DRC from Arawak-X?
Yes.
This is crazy. I didn't know he was thinking.
Yeah, he's a judo
I
president.
could never even try to chop him. He'd take me down. Okay, I didn't even know that about it. He never told me that because I know him very good.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a small word, isn't it? Right?
Very.
Man, listen. Okay, so you said Eastwood Judo Zavion Johnson @gmail.com. The number's again 812-0746.
Yes.
We can be able to reach out to that. I want to commend you though.
Thank you.
I want to commend you. I want to encourage you to continue to be. Maybe you don't need the encouragement, but the entire nation is listening to you. And there's sort of a quiet expectation for you to continue to push forward. Though trial and tribulation may come, you may not necessarily reach the point that you want, but continue. This guy told me yesterday, a good friend, he says, it's all about inches. So continue to be able to take those significant inches towards transformation and this sort of global exposure.
Is it?
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm always beautiful.
I just also want to say thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
We're very humbled and grateful for it.
I am.
Thank
I'm
you.
grateful to be able to put this information out. Ladies and gentlemen, please be a part of this, right? The numbers you can call again, 812-0746, 812-0746. We can be able to do that. I want to thank you for being able to be here and be sort of an encouraging factor. I got to get my son up now. My son will wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. That's his second round of sleeping. But I want to thank you guys for being able to do that. Thank you so very kindly. I look to hear from you again. You got my numbers. You got all the information. Let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break and be right back after this.
The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
With over 25 years in business, nothing says commitment to our people, culture, and service like Rev. And this year is no different. We will continue to elevate your home experience for you to create and share memories for years to come, while keeping you connected to the people and things you love most. Our pledge to provide quality service each year remains true. Rev is made for you.
I'm Lasagna Mizik, Managing Director of RBC Royal Bank Bahamas, with some big news that will elevate your debit card experience. RBC's new Visa debit chip card will soon be here. To make things easier for you, we're offering free FedEx delivery when you validate your contact details. No need to wait in line. We'll bring the card straight to you. Call 356-8500. Select option 7 for Visa Debit Direct Line and update your delivery address. Our team is available weekdays between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Take advantage of the security and convenience of chip and PIN technology. Free delivery is for a limited time, so act now.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
Foundation. foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. I thank you so very kindly. This is a wet and wild Thursday. We woke up to not having an arc, so I don't know. Some of you had to probably swim to work this morning. It was, a crazy thing. I saw a lot of floods out there, a lot of persons being able to deal with those things. But I'm grateful that we're here. I'm grateful that we're able to have this conversation, and I'm happy to be with you. Now, I wanted to kind of introduce you or reintroduce you every time I have an opportunity to be able to talk with my guy. It's always great. We have great banter back and forth. I don't even be able to see him bring one little bag. I see a little bag with all your little tricks and things. You didn't bring a bag today? No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know who this is. None other than Ian Thomas. He's being able to talk to us today about what's going on with direct marketers. Now, my brother, it is wonderful to have you. Say good afternoon to the Bahamian people and tell us what's on the table today.
Hey, good afternoon, Bahamas. Like Mr. Grant said, my good friend Howard. My name's Ian Thomas. I'm from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers is a marketing company, and we do radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is and you want to get a good feedback, please give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. And I will, try to see how we can go ahead and work towards, getting you out there and possibly being on top and standing out. And that's what we're all about. And that's why I'm so happy every time Howard gives me a call and he says, Ian, I really want you to come on the show because small businesses basically all businesses, the key, the life expectancy of that depends on good marketing. And like I tell a lot of my clients, a lot of people think business is just so difficult, but businesses really need proper accounting, proper marketing, and whatever product or service you're offering, let that be the main reason why people come there for the whole experience. But marketing, accounting is key. It's vital to your success. And
I told you that because I believe, and I have a commitment to this. Mm-hmm. Since we started the foundation, I thought it necessary to be able to identify how do we support, encourage, motivate, inspire persons who have a talent that exists within them that want to be able to step out into business. Marketing could be one of the most expensive things, mm-hmm. right? And it may not necessarily be as strategic as possible. Good. Well, let's talk to me about it, because the truth is that some people think they could give Mark Zuckerberg $50 and they can make $500,000 or whatever the case may be. Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook don't know our community.
No.
They don't know culturally how to navigate this. They don't know where the money exists. They don't know none of these. Talk to me.
You're saying all the important things. Yes, your marketing is advertising, marketing, all of that is very expensive in the Bahamas. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with. But like I said, it's so important. Individuals, I meet them, well, I could just go run one Facebook ad, or I could just do that. Yes, like I tell people, all marketing, all advertising is so important. Standing on the side of the road with some flyers, handing that out, that's important too. I started off like that as well. But I hit all different platforms. Like I said, I do radio, TV, print, social media, e-blast, even WhatsApp advertising. All of these things play a role. So some days you can wake up with $0 in your pocket, but the advertising and the money that you pumped into your business from days and weeks and months ago can now come and rear its head and do something amazing for you that day. You go to bed with $800 to $1,000 in your pocket. You have to do the work. You have to get your business out there. There's an old saying, a business with no sign is what? A sign of no business?
Sign of no business.
Yes, you have to advertise. No matter how good your product or service is, if nobody knows about it, you're not going to make any money, Howard.
And this is the biggest signpost in the Bahamas as it relates to being able to talk about this. You want to be able to be a part of this, direct marketers. Please give Ian a call. The number again is 552. Am I correct? 552-0212.
552-0212. I say it's like a song. 552-0212. 552-0212. So give me a call. Now, when a few of my clients heard that I was coming on the show today, they said, Ian, I love Guardian Talk Radio, and what I love more is how Mr. Grant has changed the whole trajectory of how people are thinking and how the show is going. So I'd like to say kudos to you, and I'd like to say thank you for making people feel so comfortable every day when they come on the radio. They can hear something different. It's not the same old rambling on and everything. You and I have worked together over the past couple of years at different stations and stuff like that, and I always have a great time, and I always learn from you. I'm not trying to just toot his horn now because I'm on the radio. Howard is full with a wealth of knowledge, and I always learn something, and I hope he learns something when I come around
every single time. And I just buy your products.
I know, but I can buy it for products now.
Trust me, I like it. If I like it, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a game. I mean, he has wonderful products.
I think I like, but Howard, you don't like the Oxford discount. Yeah, I like that.
Excuse me, don't tell people that. I come in to beg.
Start off with the beginning. Ice your boy. When you come over here, you know Ice your boy. You know Ice your boy.
Set me straight, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about what we got on the table today.
One of the companies I want to talk about today is called Cubix. Cubix, you ever heard about that?
I never did.
Cubix. Well, it's a wonderful company. They specialize in shipping and anything printing.
I did see some stuff on social media, but Cubix, right?
You got it.
Okay, yeah.
And you can spell good too. So Cubix would like to let the public know that there's no other place to go for all your shipping and printing needs but them. And if you don't have a U.S. address to send your goods to, that's not a problem. You can use theirs, and it's absolutely free. Your packages are going to arrive on time and damage-free at the lowest possible price, and that's unbeatable. Nobody else brings your goods in from the United States at such a low price. Family Island customers, they constantly rave about how convenient the process is. And if you don't have a credit card to make international purchases, Cubix allows you to use their credit cards to go ahead and make those purchases for you. So there's no reason why you can't get your stuff. So you can import from anywhere in the world. It's much easier with them, like I said. You can go check out their website at Cubix, Howard just spelt it, Cubix. BAH for Bahamas.com. Once again, Cubix, Cubixbah.com. Go check it out and see more things, all the different services that they have. What I like about the operation of this company is the fact that they're constantly adding services daily, and that's all based on their clients' need. They claim that innovation is paramount to their success. So sometimes when you go in there and you see something and you say, wow, I wish there was a service where I can add this. They see a need, they try to bring that on board to make the whole experience of doing business with them so much easier. So that's one thing I like about them. It's ran by two family members, two cousins, as a matter of fact. That's Miss Gia Knowles and her cousin Tennille Arthur. Wonderful, beautiful young ladies. And I know that you are an individual who loves to see young Bahamian people doing business in the Bahamas, Howard. I know you love that. You're always encouraging young people to do that. So these two cousins, it's a brainchild of them. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. What I wanted to say is, when it comes to anything that you may need designed and printed, their creative team of graphic artists will allow you to come in and see different samples, and you would be wowed at what they come up with. Great graphic artists, all nice, trained, and professional. They create business cards and flyers and labels and banners. They do T-shirts, all customized to express exactly what you want. They can print on anything. This is why people come there and do business with them. Anything that you bring in can be printed on, or anything that they have can be printed on. If you need some stationery for birthday parties or baby showers or weddings, Cubix can handle any occasion. So that's a wonderful thing there. Their motto is, what I like, it's really, really catchy: one company, limitless solutions. So that kind of encapsulates exactly what the whole company is about. They're located on Wolf Road. They're one door east of Columbus Primary. And remember, you can place your orders online, or you can WhatsApp, or you can email it. They also offer gift wrapping services all year round, and you can purchase seasonal baskets like at Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and graduation baskets. And that's so timely right now because they have a huge influx of people. I guess they would be proud family members ordering right now for individuals who just graduated. So that special graduate, they can see exactly how much their family members care when they go ahead and receive these baskets. You want to celebrate independence with incredible Bahamian paraphernalia? Go to Cubics and view all the choices they have. They offer mugs and tote bags, shirts, and everything like that.
They call it tumblers too, right?
They've got tumblers too. Well, you know everything. Yeah. They've got tumblers also. So Miss Knowles and Miss Arthur.
And we know Gia knows.
Yes. They said to let you know, please come down there. If you see something
let
you
Gia
like.
knows if she say that to me, I come in for slackness. Praise
yes.
God.
Come down that way. You can get something for you, your wife, and your son.
I got 4 children.
You got 4 children. Well, at least, okay, bring 1 or 2 of them. You try to break these people. Ladies and gentlemen, how would one go from small business to no business?
I got to figure, all right, I can eat this one, you want everything, you got to stay.
You say, look at your lineup. Now, who I like the most? How do you bring you a cup of tea yesterday? Yeah, man. So Howard's going to go down there and get some of his Bahamian paraphernalia for this independence. So go down there. Like I said, Howard said they got tumblers and mugs and tote bags and shirts, all that great stuff. Once again, it's a great opportunity to see all the different things they have down there. Wonderful people. Continue to do what you're doing down there, Ms. Gia Knowles and Tennille. Arthur, you're doing an incredible job. Once again, their phone number is 322-8249. Let's say it, 322-8249. One more time, 322-8249. Okay, good. 8249. Where they located, Howard? Let me see if you do your thing.
I was writing it down. You give me Cubics,
They located
Bahamas.com.
Yes.
Wolf Road.
I say CubicsBAH.com.
CubicsBAH.com.
Right. They're located Wolf Road, one door east of where the school is, Columbus Primary. So you guys know where it is. As a matter of fact, I'm talking about 2 companies in the same plaza today. That's what's so crazy and so amazing. So go to Cubics and check them out. I'll give you the number last time, 322-8249, and that's Cubics. And you go down there and see everything. Cubics, Cubics, CUBIXBAH.com. Wonderful company, wonderful people. I
know
love
Cubics.
them.
I pass them all the
time. Yeah, you pass it all the time. But you just need to go in there like the rest of the people and see, what's the big deal about this company? I see them advertising
I like it. They
online.
get some good advertisement outside.
Yeah, they got some good advertisements.
It's beautiful.
Yes. It's very well it's very well presented, and all the banners and everything outside to see exactly what they do. Now, also, it's the summertime, and in the Bahamas, we know that means it is hot. You have an air conditioning system not working, and you need to get it gassed up, fixed, repaired, whatever you want. Just some great people to bring to come and check it out. You want Frosty's HVAC alternates. Frosties, let's just call them Frosties, HVAC alternates. I turned them on to one of my clients the other day, and he's extremely happy. He has an office, plus he has some apartments. I turned them on to him. He called me back. He says, Ian, these guys did it all. Let me give you the number first. The number is 809-6279. 809-6279. I was first introduced to the Frosties when my split system unit was acting up, and I brought in at least 3 other air conditioning companies who could not remedy the issue. So I called them, once again, the phone number, 809-6279, and from the day Frosty showed up, I haven't had one single issue with any of my units. I've got 4 split systems in my house.
So what are some of the things that he does? Because during this time, like for me, my unit has been off for months during the colder time, right?
Well, of course, yes.
Right. So as we transition into this hotter season, and I got to cut it on, it's got to get clean, it got to maintain.
You know exactly.
So forth and so on. So talk to me about what.
Yes, right. They do all the cleaning, all the servicing. They go there, they take it down, and they put it back together. These guys know the actual history and the science, I should say science, of how to repair these big units. You can't just let anybody come from there, someone from around the corner. Yeah, what you say? I can fix that for you, no boss. No, these guys are professionals.
There's other people talk from around the corner.
These other people, yeah, some people,
That's
yeah,
how they talk.
some people around that
Oh,
corner.
I just needed to
then
know.
people to the other corner, they talk different. Yes, all right, baby, come on home, get my air conditioning. Go ahead. So these are the people in my neighborhood.
Okay.
They talk so many different.
This is a very strange neighborhood you live in, Terry. So let you know. Right? Tell me right.
Some people I don't see, they like Mr. Snuffleupagus. Frosty, sorry to be talking like this on your promotion.
Go ahead, talk about Frosty.
Let's go, man. Frosties. Now, let's talk about them one more time. So, like I said, I haven't any problems with them. And I'm so happy I came across them. It's a wonderful company. Like I said, they know the science of the proper installation and repairs of these air-conditioned systems. If you got a home or a business, an apartment, Airbnb, no matter what you have, whether you have a central or split system, give them a call at 809-6279, 809-6279. Mr. Williams and his crew at Frosty's, like I said, they're professional. They'll come out there, give you an estimate, and tell you exactly what's going on. And all their work is guaranteed. That means at the end of it, first of all, they don't say that we're finished until you are happy. So your air conditioning
It's
will
a
be
great model to
percolating.
have.
Yes, your air
As a
conditioning.
married man.
Yes. That's what.
My wife would like me to say that.
I heard you said when you was on with the other people just a couple minutes ago, you said, I learned something yesterday. It's all about the inches. And I was like,
Sir, you need to stop.
You need to stop. I said, where have I heard that before?
You need to stop it. It's about, I meant incremental steps.
Oh, incremental steps.
Okay. Let me fix this. You need to stop
What
it.
show is this? It's all about the inches.
You need to stop. Okay, go ahead. This guy's on
Man, listen here, Frosties. Look at my phone going off. People want the number again. Howard, you interrupting me by look at 809-6279. Someone running you hot? Get your air conditioned so it can cool you down. 809-6279. If you're in your office right now, you see this air conditioning ain't working properly. Tell your boss, listen, I'm listening to this guy on the radio. He seems to know what he's talking about. Give Frosties a call. That's Mr. Williams. The phone number is 809-6279. Give them a call. Like I said, all their work is guaranteed. They've been servicing my air conditioner now for the past 6 months, maybe more than 6 months now, and I'm extremely happy. People don't realize how dirty their AC system is, just like what Howard says, until someone goes up there and does their investigation. And you're just wasting electricity while the air condition is not running efficiently. You know that. It's on, you're paying that BEC bill, but you're not getting that coolness because your air condition, more than likely, like Howard said, is dirty. You haven't used it for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months, so it's not been working. So it's just been accumulating all that dust and dander and whatever
People
else
don't know
builds
that's
up.
necessary, you know. If you got kids, especially if you got kids, you got people with allergies, you got these things like that. It's very important that you
I
clean this
love
up.
coming here because you know exactly what I was going to say.
You got
have
dogs that
kids,
coming inside.
You have animals.
You got all
you
the-
have elderly people.
Yeah.
And you have people with ailments.
Yeah.
You know, these are things that are just going to add to more health issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
A lot of persons don't know that you're out there cooking fried fish at least 2
Yes.
times a week.
Yes.
When you walk in your house, it smells like old fried fish. You need to fix that. And it's sometimes it's
Wow.
trapped in the air condition. Give Frosties a call. You see what I do?
Man,
there?
listen here. That is
see what I do in there?
man, that's good, man.
I gotta talk about
Listen here, yeah. So get that air condition clean. Like I said, could potentially causing your loved ones health issues, especially the elderly and the kids. And last week, they took out the motor for one of my other clients. They took out his old motor, stripped it down of all the wires, attached a new motor, reassembled it, and just for preventative measures, they went ahead and cleaned out the blowers. These guys are no joke. Now my client is extremely happy. They said that their unit is operating at 100%. I got great news right now. Frosty's has just opened up their new offices. They just sent me a message early this morning. Please let them know they have their new offices open in Grand Bahama and Abaco. So those
Frosty's in Grand Bahama too?
Yup, Grand Bahama and Abaco. So those living on both of those islands, you don't have to worry about flying them in. Frosty's is already there. Give them a call, 809-6279, for all your air condition installation repairs. 809-6279.
Now, let's talk about this. We just get a house beautiful rate, good opportunities. The place does not have sort of the air conditioning that we want. Does Frosty provide us an opportunity to be able to do that? Do they bring it in and install it, the whole thing?
Right. Now, they do the installation about the, just like I talked about when we spoke about businesses and what's all needed. Some companies focus on product. Some companies focus on servicing.
Service. Okay.
Some do both. Now, I know that their number when it comes to servicing, they might direct you to which unit and which brand to purchase what they find to be the most efficient.
We just go to Cubics and order it.
Wow. Boy, this guy know how to segue and bring somebody else in.
Go ahead.
Man, this guy is good, man. That's wonderful. So we just talked about Frosties, and you want to give them a call right now. Get your air condition, whether it's a wall unit, which they call split system, or a central unit. Give them a call, 809-6279, and you just don't have to be in
And you
Nassau.
say this in the same plaza?
Yes, we were talking about the company before.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes, Frosties is in Nassau, and they're also in Freeport and what they say, Abaco.
Yeah.
Freeport
So
and
where's
Abaco.
Frosty located here in Nassau?
You just give them a call. And then they come out.
809-6279.
6279. Yes, right. Because it's not really you going to their offices. You want them to come to where you are so they can do a proper assessment.
Yeah.
You just were earlier today. I heard you talking about my client who I was supposed to be talking about today, but hey, double is even better. Premium processed, and I saw both Mr.
Sheep tongue.
Turnquist. Yeah, both Mr. Turnquist leaving the studio when I was coming in. This is the only place on the island to get the juiciest, cleanest, and best price sheep tongue. Is at Premium Processed.
I never had sheep tongue.
No, I just had sheep tongue 2 days ago.
Really?
I can't say what restaurant because they're not. I'm not talking about them today. But I go to like 2 or 3 or 4 of my clients. I lie. Only about 2 or 3 of my clients to get sheep tongue. There's a $2 difference sometimes, between where I go. I don't know if it's the size of the cup or whatever it is, but I love sheep tongue. And I know I prefer it over chicken sauce, but I love sheep tongue. The meat is just so nice and tender, especially when it's done properly. And that's why it was so important for me and Mr. Turnquist.
Anything I do with tongue is just French. Nothing else. I should be very clear about this.
You don't.
I've never had it. Right?
You don't do
Because people
Afghanistan
talk about
tongue?
it. No, I don't know.
Okay.
It's only French, right?
Only French.
So I people always talk about this. My wife like it. I think like
It's a staple in the Bahamas.
It is. Like a lot of persons like it.
Yeah, and like conch, you might not get it all over the world, but when you come home, you say, "Give me some
This
sheep
is a part of
tongue
the community.
or some conch." Yeah.
So I'm gonna explore it.
Yeah,
so
man.
tell us how we can be able to get the premium processed sheep tongue.
So go ahead. You want to call Premium Processed Foods. Their phone number is 325-3341, 325-3341, 325-3341. Premium Processed Foods. The main thing about them is all of their packaged sheep tongue are now sold pre-cleaned, pre-cut. You got that? Pre-clean and pre-cut, and it makes the process so
Does he
much
season
easier.
it also?
He does season it.
I know, because he just was telling me that.
They
he said
do
he cut
it.
2 hours out of the process.
That is absolutely right. So it makes the whole process so much easier. They
I don't
they
know.
also
what you
brag.
can eat for 2 hours.
Say again?
For 2 hours it take you before you could be able to get to this thing.
Wow.
So if you're gonna be able to get, if you want to enjoy this,
Yes.
you got to just be able to get your premium processed sheep tongue.
You are saying all the right stuff.
Yeah, because your husband coming home and he's
when you order the sheep tongue from them, now you cut that time to only 30 minutes to prepare because all the hard work is already done. So this is a wonderful company.
For all the women that are out there, you're married or you have a significant other that enjoys his stomach. And for some of the guys, her stomach. I don't know if you cook for your woman, but it's important for me. I know when Rowdy come with my wife, I
Right.
know I got to be able to provide. The compensation is conch salad. That's what she wants.
Oh, yeah, she likes conch salad,
She
yeah.
like the conch salad,
Yeah.
right? But some people like their sheep tongue.
Yeah.
And so for you to be able to get to the objective of getting your way, I think you should go to premium process. This is me.
Listen, I
You
second
could cut that
that.
out.
I second
Cut
that.
out all
I
this
second
other
that.
stuff.
Phone number once again, because someone's messaging me, 325-3341. That's Premium Process. Now, just because I said that doesn't mean you almost call me now. Premium Process. The phone number 325-3341. Right now, you can get a 3-pound bag of the best sheep tongue on the island for only $40. And remember, Premium Process also accepts credit cards and debit cards. So you can save 1 or 2 hours in the preparation when you order from them, because they do all that work.
That's
ahead of
mighty
time.
confident. 3-pound bag for
a 3-pound bag for $40.
That's heavy to be able, because normally we don't hear persons giving out numbers
Right.
associated with this. So this
Oh,
must
yeah,
be,
yeah. So
Nobody
they
give it-
know that
they
this
never-
price is.
Nobody's give you prices.
Yes. So they know that this price is
It's
something.
confident.
Yes. It's something definitely that individuals who have businesses and restaurants, they would say, hey, you know what? That is a great price for that. And they told me how much it actually makes. So right now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, 3-pound bag of the best tasting sheep tongue. That's all cleaned and pre-cooked and all that stuff for $40. And remember, they also accept credit cards and debit cards, like I said. You can get, what is this now? The 3-pound bag will give you would be able to fill 5 16-ounce cups. Consumers say that it's much easier way to prepare. Like I said, it cuts it down to 30 minutes of preparation. You can find them at number 5 Arundel Street in Centerville. That's where they're located. And somebody's going to get a chance to win. I think I'm gonna try to get them to give away like about at least 5 bags to different people. 5
That's
bags.
heavy, what you're saying.
Yes, of the processed.
How much
sheep
is
tongue.
it for, just to do some quick math, how much is it on average for sheep tongue? Let's call it $15.
Sheep tongue. Good. I buy sheep tongue, not going to call the name, at one place for $16. The next place I pay $18. Now my clients, they're listening to me, they know who will sell it for 16, who will sell it for 18. So that's the kind of like ballpark figure. I don't think anyone would sell it in a smaller cup than that. And
16 ounces, $40 you're spending, it gives you 5 16-ounce cups.
Yes.
Essentially, you make double and a pinch
Let me
of
tell
what you're
you.
selling. That's $85 that you make from spending $40.
But,
How you
hey,
can beat that?
I would
You didn't
try to
have to
do
go
the
through
math.
you didn't have to go through the 2-hour preparation.
No 2-hour preparation.
You didn't have to go through cutting the tongue. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
they cut it,
I don't
they
know.
clean
They gotta
it,
boil it,
and
cut
they
it,
boil
clean
it,
it,
and they wait all
season
that.
it.
Yeah, and you got to sit down and you got to wait. You got to wait. That's a long time. And then some people don't clean as well as other people clean. Of course, you know that. You go and when you home and you.
You mean the
preparing
personal
your food.
hygiene, or we talking?
No.
That's a different story.
No. Preparation of your food. You know how your parents say you can't eat from everybody.
No, you can't eat from everybody.
Yes.
For God's sake.
So they do all that work. So the labor is much easier for you. Like you said, gives you time now to go home, and that wife or that husband who's.
But I'm thinking even from a commercial standpoint.
Yes, well, that's what I'm trying to say. Also,
As
yes.
from a commercial standpoint, I'm
Mhm.
sure if you reach out to Mr. Turnquest and you say, I need 10 pounds, I
Yes.
need this, I need that,
Uh-huh.
that he'll be able to work with a particular person.
Oh, definitely. I met him years ago. I don't even think he remembers, but I met him years ago when this was just an idea in his head, or he was just getting it started. And I said, we got to get together.
I didn't have time with him. I felt like this was a whole Long Island conversation.
No, but I was driving here, and you guys did a great job. I was learning a lot of stuff because you're a great interviewer, a good, what do people say, conversationalist?
Conversation like this.
It was a good conversationalist. Yeah. So you asked all the right questions, and I'm sure the listeners were able to ascertain the most important information. So when it was time for them to make a decision, I need sheep tongue. It don't make no sense me going place else.
This is such a
Let's go there.
niche, even though that this is a significant demand locally, you wouldn't think about being able to lend a strategic process to being able to doing this. And so I wanted to ask him, were you from Long Island? Were you from Long Island? Or
Yes.
how did he get into this?
No,
Because this is mind blowing that he would do something like this.
business, that what you just spoke about. A lot of individuals now me cost me to put on my marketing cap again. People go ahead and they say, I want to start this business. What individuals don't realize that they should do is you find a problem, then you try to solve a problem. You don't go and try to create a market. There was already a market here. People eat a lot of
Sheep
chicken
tongue.
in the Bahamas. People eat a lot of conch. People eat a lot of sheep tongue. So what can I do to go ahead to facilitate these people? And like you said, it's a niche market. So he doesn't have any, I don't know of any other companies that is a competition. And then when you do something well and then it's presented with an unbelievable price that you can't really argue with, there's nothing else left. It's a wonderful idea because it's a niche, and it's a delicacy in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
It's a delicacy.
Please call him 325-3341 Premium Processed Sheep Tongue and be a part of that. Guys, someone call me when you get a chance. Text me 827-0111. Let me know how it is. 325-3341 325-3341 Premium Processed Sheep Tongue.
Yep,
What
you
else
got
we got
that
on the
right.
table?
You ever been to somebody's house and you're sitting down and you're having a nice conversation and you try not to look, but maybe a little roach run out from behind the thing or run across the table or something, and you trying to act like
And
it's
then I
not
get
there.
up and leave.
And you get up and then they say, "Howard, you want something to eat?"
No, I good.
No, I good.
I
I
ate
just
something
ate last
before.
week Saturday. That's okay. Yeah, listen, you don't want that. Use my pest control guy. It's Pinder's Pest Control, 558-0217, 558-0217, 558-0217. Whatever pest, insects, or bugs are bugging you, give Pinder's Pest Services a call. They'll get rid of them today.
Pinder's
Can-
Pest Control or Pinder's Pest Services?
Pinder's Pest Control. Sorry. They, some of these companies call services, but you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Pinder's Pest Control. You can even add services to the end.
Right.
They're online too. They're on Facebook also, so check them out there.
I want you to tell me a little bit more about Pinder's Pest Control. Let me take this quick commercial break.
Definitely.
And you get all the rest of the show to be able to knock this stuff out. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We're with Ian Thomas being able to talk to us about direct marketers. Quick commercial break and be right back after this.
The foundation.
Bahamas Games? What was the purpose of the games?
The purpose is twofold. One, to bring Bahamians from throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas together through sports. And the second, to find talented athletes throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to be trained and possibly make it to the Olympic level.
When the games is?
This July 7th to the 15th.
For more info, call 322-1029.
My Gateway has marked a major milestone. Over 100,000 registered users worldwide can now enjoy secure access to over 60 government services online. There is much more to come because our digital transformation journey just keeps getting better. What are you waiting for? Sign up at mygateway.gov.bs today. My Gateway, making government work for you.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity. It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it. My sales increased, and I can track my earnings. Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today. Call 356-7764.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant, the foundation on this Small Business Thursday. You know, we always try to give an opportunity to carve out a space and time to talk about small businesses. And in studio with me is my very good friend, Ian Thomas. He's being able to talk to us about direct marketers and what they got going on. First, we heard about cubic shipping. Then we heard about the HVAC, Frosty's HVAC alternators. And then we also heard about premium processed sheep tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also, now you're telling us a little bit more about Pinder's Pest Control.
Pinder's Pest
You
Control.
gave us that image as it relates to, because you know these
are real scenarios.
Some of these insects just don't have no home training.
No,
they should know that we have. You gotta have this kind of. Did you ever watch Joe's Apartment?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so that's with the roaches all over. Roaches,
Okay, then.
right.
Yeah.
Funky Tower.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's very important that you understand your environment, and if you can't be able to govern your insects and your rodents, you should eradicate them. You should get rid of them, and I believe that Pinder's Pest Control can do that.
Pinder's Pest Control can do that. My friend, he had a little mouse, I'll say, that was bothering
It's
him in the
Nassau.
house.
Ain't no such thing as little mouse.
Little mouse. Little mouse. I go out there. I say, send me a picture. I say, but that's a rat, man.
That's a cat. No, it's a rat. It's a squirrel.
It's a rat, man. So I sent Pindus there. He was able to take care of them. But most importantly, right now, Pindus is offering a special discount on all subterranean termite treatments. This treatment is way more convenient than you thought. Requires no tenting, and the occupants don't even have to leave their homes. The cost is 50% less than those companies who will use the old method of tenting somebody's house. Plus, it comes with a 5-year warranty. So for those living in an apartment or condo or complex, or should I say condo complex, the termite treatment can be offered for unit by unit. So the people don't have to get the whole building tented or the whole building
So this isn't
treated
invasive then?
It's not invasive.
Because the truth is that a lot of these dots that you see on the side of the house, people got to drill in the walls.
You got it.
But so you're telling me that Pindus Pest Control don't do
No. It can be unit by unit and doesn't have to bother anybody else. The scent, the traffic of the guys doing what they do, that's not a problem. Like I said, if you're living in an apartment condo complex, you don't have to worry. The treatment can be offered unit by unit. This service does not affect those living next door. And lastly, if you book the termite eradication package, Pindus Pest Control will give you a $500 service completely free, which includes spraying your entire property. That's absolutely free. So all inspections and estimates are also free. This is the best time to give them a call and check them out and ask about their monthly rodent services for homes and businesses, and say bye to rats and roaches and ants and millipedes.
Does it
and
get rid of
spiders and
general
bees,
pests?
Everything.
Because my son pests me sometimes. No?
Yeah, you just tell him go to the room and then take your iPad from him.
Do I spray him with something?
No, don't spray him. Only spray him with your cologne. You attract some girls.
You like that?
Yeah. So they have the most innovative, environmentally safe products on the market, and their exterminating company is just incredible. I use them. My friends and my family members and all of my clients, I turn them on. Go to Pindus Pest Control. Check them out on Facebook. 558-0217. If you have a church, they're going to give special discounts right now to churches. At Pindus with Pindus Pest Control, 558-0217. Two things I have to say before I go. Beyond Flags, go check them out. They are in the same plaza
At Cubics.
as Cubics.
Okay.
So you know your stuff.
I know them. Weren't they in
go ahead.
Freeport at one point?
I think, yes, they are in Freeport.
I know them.
But you know so much. That's Miss Straw on them.
Yeah, I know them.
You're right. So if you're an individual who enjoys your national pride, showing your national pride, and you love saving money with all these discounts and everything, Beyond Flags is having a huge independent sale that's going on right now at Beyond Flags. You can pick up dry fit collar independent shirts for only $35. How about celebrating Bahamas' 50th birthday by purchasing car flags? 2 for $12. People are getting headset covers, the headrest covers with those Bahamian flags that are strong and durable and guaranteed to last.
What's the number?
The phone number there is 328-8250, 328-8250. You can be found at Beyond Flags, all of this. And you can also get decorative half circles, penances, socks, and banners. Beyond Flags is also the only company where you can get the proper Bahamian flag colors and all the souvenirs that you need. Because some people some people have the wrong color.
That is such a low blow. The proper Bahamian gets going right here.
Yes.
Setting all kind of deep blue and royal blue. You need to stop. Right?
They got the latest styles and creative designs for all Bahamian shirts, flags, poles, and you can call them at 328-8250. Visit them on number 138 Wolf Road next to Columbus Primary, and check them out online. Visitors can check them out on Facebook and Instagram as well.
And the last thing before we get your phone number 328-8250, because I got 30 seconds before I get over here. But you had another company that you want to put on the table.
Yes. Well, I want to tell you about Eastwood Family Practice. I want you to go down there because I partnered with them because so many people don't have proper health care, and it's so important that it's made affordable. You are not feeling well, go and check them out. The phone number is 698-0935. They're located number 50 Rosetta Street between Mount Royal Avenue and Montrose Avenue. That's Dr. Adrian Roll. He's a wonderful person. I'm going to have to talk to you about this a little bit later because Howard has to go and wrap up. But I'm going to tell you.
You got to come back and talk to us about
tell you about
family
this.
practice.
I think we'll talk about this next week.
I love that.
Yes. So please, everybody, if you heard any company that you want more information on, please feel free to give me a call. I'll tell you about them. My number 552-0212. 552-0212. Ian Thomas, direct marketers, and we're going to have a great time, and I'll give you all the
My brother, I want to thank you so much for being able to stop by and tell us all these great things. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information, I can shoot you the numbers, shoot you the information right here. Call me 827-0111. Small Business Thursday.
Yeah, baby.
I'm so happy that we can be able to talk about this. Ian, my brother, thank you, man. You got to do this more. You got to come off.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming next week, man. I had a great time.
Let's do this, right?
And I don't even drink coffee, and I was drinking y'all coffee out there.
You need to calm down. You do too much, right? Guys, Foundation Howard Grant, Small Business Thursdays. Thank you so very kindly. Tomorrow we got a jam-packed service, a jam-packed show for you. We're going to be talking about a great deal of things. We're going to see you here live in full effect tomorrow. God spare our life. I want to put this out there first. Guys, please, if you can donate some blood for Christelle Thomas, I want you to be able to do that. She's a very good friend. I just got some information. Christelle's in the hospital. I pray that the Father continues to watch over her, blesses her and her family. Please, if you can do that, call me, find out some more information, give some blood for a very close friend of our family, and we love her very much. Stick and stay, guys, for Cheval Lang with Z Live right after this. See you tomorrow, Godspear.